most important things for Iowa in this game is to be able to secure defensive boards. LSU, an outstanding offensive rebounding team.
Clark connects. For this game, Iowa 4-point lead as we send things over to Holly Rowe. And Johnson comes down with a rebound for LSU.
What a rebound by Flau'jae Johnson.
Here's Van Lith. Will take the mid-range and knock it down. To be given opportunities to take shots tonight, they need her to feel confident in her mid-range.
And I think Iowa is okay giving up the mid-range.
Here's Clark driving in for two. And there might be real opportunities for Clark to score in this game. And that's exactly what Iowa may need in order to win it. As Marshall comes up with a steal, finds Stolke, who will lay it in. You take a look at that pass from Marshall, who had called off Clark.
For Hannah Stolke to stay out of foul trouble and stay on the floor for Iowa. She is an outstanding rim runner.
Morrow, so good in the post. And has averaged over 21 points in her collegiate career. That's third most amongst active players. Clark, backdoor, Martin, easy two. Here's an interesting substitution for LSU. As last year, Poa comes into the game. It was Poa who drew 2 offensive fouls on Clark in last year's national championship game.
She has more size and length.
Clark, you bet. Could you have possibly asked for a better start if you're Iowa? Johnson dumps it in. Morrow lays it home. They dump it into O'Grady, spelling Stolke, back to Clark. Clark bounces off, Martin fires, and hits. LSU usually does not travel by way of the three. Reese surrounded, good find, Williams, and yes, she does get the roll. Huge three there for the freshman Williams. A Folter running the other way, lays it in. Clark again with the get-ahead pass, and Kim Mulkey trying to call a timeout. So don't you go letting Angel down now. Here is Reese, surrounded, finds Poa. Her three is good.
Angel Reese is a very good passer out of the post. You're going to get better looks if you get her touches.
Williams can't finish. Reese does. Angel Reese, a prolific offensive rebounder. Clark has scored or assisted on 15 of 17 Iowa points. Here is Marshall, a deep three. She got it. Marshall was 4 of 5 from 3. Comes with the double here. Johnson to the corner. Williams three is good. Clark backdoor. Martin feeds Stolke. Center of the lane. A Folter's three. She got it. Iowa now 5 of 7 from 3. Poa lobbing it in beautifully to Morrow for the finish. Already 4 rebounds, 2 assists for Angel Reese. Williams lets it fly. That one's off. Reese left alone, lays it in. 3:30 to go in the first quarter. Clark looking to turn the corner, lays it in, plus the foul.
In terms of her balance, getting threes from the perimeter and then opportunities for threes in the paint.
Meanwhile, LSU, after starting 2 for 7, is 7 for its last 9 from the floor. They dump it into Reese. Reese bodies inside. Easy finish for Angel Reese. And the rebound ends up with LSU. Here is Reese. Clark back there, and Reese lays it in. Angel Reese having a tremendous opening quarter. And now Reese comes up with a steal. Reese all the way in to give LSU the lead.
Ends of the floor, defensively, jumps the route, gets out, able to get an easy 2 in transition. And what I love is she challenges her teammates in a timeout.
Van Lith has been under the weather. Johnson along 2 is good. Flau'jae Johnson having a massive tournament. Clark looking to respond. Backs away and throws it away. Reese on another steal. Reese leaves it. Williams finishes.
Angel Reese just getting it done on both ends, fueling LSU in transition where they excel.
Van Lith faced off against Clark in the Elite Eight last year as a member of Louisville, but did not have the defensive assignment. Her three is good.
Clark gets caught on the screen.
An 8-point LSU lead. Clark through traffic finds a Folter. She hits a big one for the Hawkeyes.
Iowa out of the zone, but also so Iowa can rebound and box out better.
Clark dumps it. Henniger gets denied. A full-fisted rejection from Angel Reese.
In a big way on the defensive end. We've seen a couple of steals, and there she helps.
Here's Reese. We're going to go to work on Stolke. Reese flips it up and in. She is unstoppable tonight. LSU a +10 in the paint. Clark gets it off to Stolke. Stolke wheels inside and finishes over Reese. Williams. Over to Johnson. Johnson takes and hits. Iowa started 10 for 14. They're 2 for 10 since. Here's Stolke looking to take Reese. Stolke gets denied by Reese. In the backcourt, Martin gets it ahead. Iowa with numbers. Here's Clark. Catch, fire, and hit.
The inside, and who's looking good on the outside? No surprise. Iowa's going to have to be deliberate on their screen. They had a hard time getting it in the last time on the under out of bounds.
Here's a Folter on the drive. A Folter lays it in. A Folter knocks it away, but Morrow collects for LSU. In the corner, wide open, Williams. No, and O'Grady the rebound. Clark running. Clark eyes up behind the back, through the lane, lays it in. LSU has missed its last 9 shots. Johnson ends that. Here's Clark. Clark bounces away, 5 to shoot, shovels back. O'Grady, sure. 7 seconds left in the half. Johnson on the attack, spinning and finishing. What a move from Flau'jae Johnson, and what a half from these young women.
Killer at times, including this one, the move, the finish, beautiful.
A trip to the Final Four at stake. Clark was trying to redirect a pass. Clark, oh my, from Schenectady.
Caitlin Clark here, Haley Van Lith right there, but you're never right there when it's Caitlin Clark. The benches. Iowa has stayed in this man-to-man throughout the course of this third quarter. It was a much more effective.
Nice cut from Johnson and fine from Reese.
Defense for them in the first half.
Here's Martin running to the floor and lays it in on the dime from Clark. How about the pace of this game? Clark wheels around, evades Van Lith, and drains it. My goodness.
No other player has done before. Logo, left, 3, like no other.
She got an IV because she's been so sick before that UCLA game. That's how sick she was. Clark! She's possessed.
It's the distance on these Caitlin Clark threes. It's just
an 8-0 run and a whole lot of distance from Caitlin Clark. Reese can't swivel it in. Johnson, what an offensive rebound.
When Angel Reese touches the ball inside, draws so much attention.
Clark finds O'Grady. O'Grady gets smothered by Johnson. They dump it down for Reese. Reese bodies in, denied by O'Grady, goes back at it, and a foul. Here's Martin. Clark, again coming off the screens. Clark steps back, fires, you bet!
When you just can't avoid talking about length, hand in her face, drains it anyway.
Meanwhile, Reese started 6 of 8, is 0 of 7 since. Remember, she also injured her ankle. Here's Clark. Will she pull up? Finding a Folter who lays it in.
Just manipulates everyone as she comes down the floor. Knows she doesn't want to attack the shot blocker. Hesitation and delivers.
Reese misses both. A falter right on cue gets denied. Flau'jae Johnson jumping out of the gym for that rejection. Martin on the drive, the spin, the floater is good. Caitlin Clark has outscored the Tigers this quarter as Martin gets stripped by Reese, and there you go. There's a stop for LSU. Reese running and finishing right on cue, partner.
Angel Reese gets a touch on the ball and then beats almost everyone down the floor, shows her hand so her teammate knows where.
Around the Reese screen, mid-range jumper, too strong. Rebound, Morrow in the putback.
She was sandwiched. How did Anissa Morrow come up with that offensive board?
Here's Van Lith across her body. Can't finish it. Reese amongst the trees. No. Another chance. But Johnson, yes. And here comes LSU. Clark to Martin. Gets denied, and it last hit her. Flau'jae Johnson exploding.
With pace, but the last few possessions, beautiful block by Flau'jae Johnson. The last few possessions, Iowa has
an after-practice workout. This is a young woman who has made herself this kind of a basketball with an unrelenting schedule. None of what you're seeing tonight should surprise you because she's been doing it all season.
Oh, what a pass! Clark to O'Grady for the finish. Here's Reese inside battling with O'Grady. Instead, it's going to be Williams in the corner. She got it. What a huge start to the fourth as the freshman. And now a touch for Reese. Reese trying to find an angle. Finds Morrow. Morrow will lay it in. What a start to the fourth for the Tigers. Here comes Clark. Eyes up. Wheels it back. Now Martin looking to attack. Martin lays it in with the left hand.
I liked Angel Reese on the same side of the floor as Michaela Williams. You cannot help off of Michaela Williams.
Oh, nice pass. Williams into Morrow. Morrow with 12 points, 12 rebounds, playing in her first Elite Eight game. Clark again.
What is Haley Van Lith supposed to do? She goes over the screen.
Clark finds Martin. Martin digs in and lays it home. 10th assist for Clark.
Caitlin Clark, you see her eyes where she wants to feed the ball. Martin right there. Flau'jae Johnson can only...
Maybe run a little more time. Now finds Martin. Oh my, what a rejection from Angel Reese. Reese 1 for 12 after starting 6 of 8. Remember, injured her ankle after that. What a pass, there you go.
On the left side of the floor, just a beautiful bounce pass, but you see the spin on it? That's what makes Morrow be able to catch it easily and finish.
Here's Clark. Clark pulls up, another deep one, is good! Here's a falter, 5 to shoot, out to Martin. Martin leaning and hitting. That's a huge shot from Kate Martin. Here's Johnson into traffic. She is such a tough finisher. Here's Stolke, back to Clark. Stolke lays it in, plus the foul.
Pass, get it back, pass again.
Clark has tied an NCAA tournament record with 9 made threes today. Going for number 10. Can't get it to drop. Reese the rebound. Still time for LSU. Here's Williams plunging into the paint and squeezing it in. Iowa leading by 10 and in trouble here. Clark has to get it across. Finds Martin, who waits. Now lays it in. Van Lith's 3 won't go. We wouldn't have been in position to land at these meteoric heights. Williams hits the 3, and now LSU will take its final timeout. Here's Van Lith. Poa's 3, and wow, Poa nails the 3 and is fouled by Clark, who immediately says, my fault. Poa a chance for 4.
It was on the hand at the end of it. Great job by Poa to keep. No surprise, this is an LSU team that continues to fight.
Here's Van Lith. They need it. They don't have it. Morrow can't finish. Johnson does with 26 seconds to go. It's an 8-point game. 40-point game for the all-time leading scorer in Division I history. Johnson launches, can't hit. Rebound Morrow, gets blocked. Underneath. Free throw off. Rebound Johnson, up the floor. Her three is good with 7.9 seconds to go. That will do it. This time, it's Iowa. The Hawkeyes are headed back to the Final Four.